What's up, YouTube? Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc. Today I want to talk about Hammond organ tone generator boats. This is a T-boat that goes into the Hammond organ tone generator to lock it down and to keep it from moving when you move a Hammond organ from place to place or location to location. This works along with it. This is the washer. The boat, the T-boat here, fits right into this hole, and when you move a Hammond B3, Hammond C3, or A100 organ from one location to another location, when you're going to put it in a car or vehicle, transport van or something like that, to move the organ from one place to somewhere else, and you're going to travel, you want to lock down your tone generator. In this video I'll show you the boats and the system here, and then I'll do another video to show you where it all goes. But in order to lock down the tone generator, you will turn the washer like this. You will turn it up so that it's on the bottom base of the organ, and then you will take this bolt and push it through the hole, and you use a 5/16 driver like this to screw it down. Now you're going to use 4. You need 4 of these. I have on my desk here several packages of them. So for each Hammond organ, C3 or B3 or A100, you will need 4 of these in the for the tone generator. Now, once the organ is in its permanent location, if it's a church, living room, music room, studio, what have you, you want to remove this bolt, turn this over like this. This part, the shaft, goes up in a little hole, round hole. Again, there are four holes underneath the organ, under the organ base, and then you want to put this bolt back in and screw it in. And what this does is it allows for the tone generator to have some flexibility, in the bounce in the springs, using the springs that's inside, so it's not locked down. When the tone generator is locked down, then you'll get some humming noise. To alleviate that humming noise, you need to loosen up your tone generator. Turn the bolt up like this, screw it in, and the humming noise then is eliminated. Okay? So, in summary, this is very important when you're talking about moving a Hammond organ. If your organ is not going to be moved, it's sitting there in your church sanctuary, that's where you're going to keep it, that's where you're going to play it, then set it up like this. There's no need to lock it down. But if you have to move, if you have a rental organ, for example, on my rental B3, I leave it locked down because I never know when I'm going to need to load my organ up, take it somewhere. So I leave it on lockdown. And when you get to the concert place or the musical location, the hum it's not even noticeable once things get going. So it's okay. Some people, in fact, even leave them on lockdown anyway. I loosen mine up permanent when I set the organ up permanently. But as I said, when I know that I'm going to be transporting my organ, like my rental organ, organs that I have for sale, I leave them generally. I leave those organs generally on lockdown, because whenever an organ sells, I'm going to have to move it, and I want it to be ready to be moved. Whenever I pick up an organ, one of the things that I will do, if I buy an organ from somewhere, from somebody, I don't know whether or not, I don't know if they have the bolts in it or not. So I always take a package of bolts with me when I go to pick up a Hammond organ, and I lock it down. Now, why do you lock it down? Well, the reason is that there are wires that are attached to the tone generator, and if you don't lock your tone generator down, then when the organ is being moved or transported, the tone generator is bouncing up inside of the organ, and the wires can be snapped loose from their appropriate location, and then you can have problems. A story that I like to share with people sometime is a story that was told to me from a friend of mine who worked on organs in Sedalia, Missouri, who worked on when Ray Charles' organ. When Ray Charles came to Sedalia for the state fair, his handlers did not bolt down his tone generator. The result was there were numerous wires that were disconnected in the back of his organ, and my friend had to do some emergency work on Ray Charles' organ to resolder the wires appropriately so that his band was able to use his Hammond B3 in the Missouri State Fair. So when you move a Hammond organ, you want to be able to use your organ. You don't want to have to do work on it to get it ready to be used. So the best thing to do is to bolt down the tone generator prior to moving it, and then once you reach your location, you can leave it bolted. If it's, as I said, you expect it to transport the organ again. If it's a permanent location, then you turn that. See, it'll be like this, and you turn it over like this, and screw the bolt back in, and it gives some freedom in the tone generator to be able to move, and it cuts out the hum. Okay, so that's enough for this video. I'll come back and do another video relating to this to show you how it or where these bolts are on the Hammond organ. Okay, so until that time, this is Hammond Doc saying to you, peace out.